Hi, I'm Paul.
I'm Tammy.
And we're Inseparable. And today's dish isn't got a secret sauce, but it's got a secret ingredient. And it goes on fish, and we're putting this on haddock. And you would not think to put this on haddock. So put on tea, I have stories. There's a lot of stories that go with this. And the first one is how I found out about this. My first mother-in-law, not Tammy's mom, she would have this on the table with the salt and pepper shaker. They put that on everything, and so I got the idea to put it on fish. And fame of my fish went all the way to Canada, and they insisted that I bring a bottle of that seasoning with me and make it for them. Mm-hmm. And, I got razzed a little bit by my uncle's workers, and he told me, "You gotta shut up because we want him to make fish for us." And he said, "Shh, better than Mom would make." Mom being his wife, Aunt Bernadette, who had deceased by then. But he'd send me down to the dock and said, "Go down and get some fish and just mention my name." So I did. I went down, knocked on the door, and Camille LeBlanc, and they come out with this. Full of fish, okay? And I'm like, I don't know if I have enough money with me to pay for that much fish. And this was back in 90s, I guess, 80s, 90s. So I go to whip out my wallet, and they're like, no, that's all taken care of. So the third story involves my wife. And we used to, on Friday nights, have a Shabbat supper for the teens in our church, because we got together on Saturday nights, and Saturday nights they were busy. Most of them had stuff to do. So Friday was kind of reserved for the teens in the church, and there was about 5 or 6, I think, all together. And so we would do that, and most of the time, I would prepare my fish. And what I didn't know...
I don't like any type of seafood.
I didn't find out till we were married that she wasn't eating it. I guess she was getting by on challah bread and stuff like that. I mean, I would go get it every Friday afternoon at the bakery, and after a while, people just assumed we were Jewish. Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
shalom. Okay. So let's get into it. Hope you finish your cup of tea, and we're ready to get cooking. So we get our Pyrex out, and we're going to put our piece of fish in, a piece of haddock. It's a 1 pound piece, and you want to get a piece of Pyrex which you can lay the fish completely out on, and then we're just going to slather on some butter to put into the oven to have it melt. And the oven doesn't need to be any specific temperature. I've set it to 375, but it's not there yet. But we're just melting butter at this point, so it's no big deal. And then we're going to get out the Ritz crackers, and we're going to use about a half a sleeve. And I'm going to take them. You could crunch them up in the sleeve, but I think it's neater and easier to just put them in a plastic bag. These things are cheap enough, a couple pennies each, and just going to put them in there and crush them up to go over the top. And we mentioned that Tammy doesn't eat this, so this is just going to be for me tonight. She's going to have pizza, and you see the blue shirt I'm wearing? It's called Edelman's Catch. And they gave him the business after the Super Bowl, said someday you need to go into the fish restaurant business, and you can name your restaurant Edelman's Catch. Okay. I don't know. Football fans will remember that, but... So this is our secret ingredient, perfect pitch steak. It used to be called broiled steak seasoning. And when we tried to get it, after a while, it just disappeared, and we thought they stopped making it. And then one day my wife went on Amazon and saw that it was available, so we ordered it, and broiled steak seasoning, and what they sent was perfect pitch steak, and tested it, and sure enough, it's the same thing. So that's the secret ingredient that I got from my first mother-in-law. And we use it on a lot of stuff, but you wouldn't think of putting a steak seasoning on fish. And we're just going to drop that in the oven for about 12 minutes, and she's done. I can tell by looking at the Ritz crackers off the fish and how brown they are that it's ready. But we're going to test it with our meat thermometer and get it up to 145, and she's coming up fast. So take a second here, 144 and 145. We're done, ready to eat. Bon appetit. Okay, if you make the dish, we hope you enjoy it. It is a favorite of mine, but like we said, we don't have it very often because my wife, she's not a seafood lover. And I'm just going to do a little sampling here. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's done. Okay, take care. God bless. Bye.